Good morning. Is anybody out there? I'm here at one of the prettiest places in my life. So welcome. If you notice, there's some horses behind me. This is my little slice of heaven, and I invite you to practice for the next 15 or 20 minutes. This is a first for me. This is live. I gotta tell you, I was a little nervous. There's one thing about putting your face on there, then putting a video on there that you can edit if you knew how, and then there's another to go live. So, hi there. It's Monday, March 30th. I did a little fact check this morning. March 12th was when we had the idea of social distancing. So that's 18 days. We've been practicing social distancing, and I believe it was around March 18th that the idea of self-quarantine came around. I believe we did it around March 22nd, so full 8 days we've been self-quarantined, although we do get to get out. So I guess we're really practicing more social distance. So I see a couple of you online. My face is too far away from that phone. I can't see who's there, but please check in if you're there, and get your mat, sit down with me, and let's practice for about 20 minutes. To begin practice, as always, take a comfortable seat. That's Sukhasana. Sukhasana is sitting with your hips firm on the mat, your chest lifted, your ribs over your hips. I see a lot of you checking in. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for being here. Tuck your core in, sit high. So the most important thing during these next weeks, or unfortunately maybe months, is to stay healthy. So I think the other most important thing is to keep a routine going. So for me, I'm doing yoga the same time I've done my classes, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm going to be an hour earlier at 9 so you all can get your day going. But it's consistency and finding a routine that finds some normalcy, and that helps to ground you too. So that being said, root down, ground yourself, lift your head, let your shoulders relax, and breathe. Let's work on expanding those ribs, expanding that chest capacity, our lung capacity. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Sounds of the farm. Take a deep breath in, lift your fingers, stretch your fingers towards the sky. Take a breath in, tuck your core and lift your heart. Exhale, come back down. One more lift. Exhale down. Let's go ahead and take our fingertips behind us. We'll do some seated cat-cows. Take a breath in and lift. Exhale, curl your belly in. Take that nice C curve. Breath in and rise. Fresh farm air. Exhale. And breath in. And breath out. Take your fingertips nice and wide. Stretch your fingers open. Lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Imagine your shoulder blades are on your back, just softened with muscle. They're not attached to any joint. And lift. Try to lift your shoulder blades off and send them towards each other. Exhale. One more. Breath in. And breath out. Let's take our fingertips right behind our mastoid bone, that little bone there. Take your fingertips high. Send your elbows nice and long. Lift your chin. Exhale. With those fingers, press your chin toward your chest. Bring your elbows in. Creating that C curve again. Getting that stretch in the back of your neck. Breath in and lift. Exhale and curve. And breath in. And breath out. And one more. And curve. Go ahead and take your fingertips hips nice and long. Lift them high into the sky. Go ahead and lace your fingers, send your palms up towards the ceiling. There it is again, that nice long stretch. Send those vertebrae, each one of them, create space between those vertebrae. Lift. Let's go ahead and send that right hand down the back, a nice stretch of that elbow. Pressing the elbow into the hand, creating a little bit muscular energy around those shoulder blades. And open up. And bend that left hand down. Terry's here. Right hand to elbow. Send that elbow into your hand as you press your elbow high, creating that muscular energy on that left side. And open up. One more. That feels warm. When you know you've got your muscles activating, that's that warmth. And what creates warmth is that blood flow through your muscles. Lift. And curl that head under. Go ahead and open up our hips. I'm going to walk forward here just to see what people are saying. Yay, everybody's watching. Hi, guys. All right, feet forward. Pressing your calves into the mat. Hips are still nice and rooted. You might see a little action behind me. I think the horses are going to get fed. Take a breath in and lift. Exhale and fold. You're not going to go too far. Just your chin right toward your toes there. You'll feel that stretch on the back of your legs. Yes. Breath in and lift. And a little bit further if you can. Just take it to that enough, that limit to where your body is talking to you and saying, I think that's enough. And breath in. I think the most amazing thing that you can get out of yoga is body awareness. Listening to your body finally. Being quiet, being still, and listening to your body. Let's keep our left leg long. Tuck that right foot in, inside of the calf there. Or excuse me, inside of the thigh. Let your right knee soften to the earth. Keep that left leg active. Take a breath in and lift. Exhale and fold. Hopefully you grab some part of your leg there. Take a breath in, half lift. Exhale and fold. And inhale and rise. Go ahead and take that right foot in your hand. Can you take the knee and just place that leg right in front of your body there, lifting nice and tall, using your core to just bring that knee, that leg in. And let's do some circles. There's that hip joint, that ball and socket, getting blood flow into our hips. And one more deep squeeze. Set that right foot on the outside of your left leg, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Take a breath in, lift. Exhale, just draw that knee toward your chest as you rotate your upper body around. So one way to think of this is taking the outside of your body to the right, but the inside of the body to the left. So that way you activate your core. And come back around. Right leg goes straight, left leg tucks in, left foot into the inner thigh there. Center your hips, take a breath in and lift. Exhale and fold. So there's that gauge, that stoppage. Can you go a little farther on one side? Breath in and lift. Exhale and fold forward. Hopefully grab a little part of some foot or knee or calf. Take a breath in, lift. Exhale, fold forward. Breath in and rise. Grab that foot, grab that knee, sit nice and tall, align your hips so your hip points are on the floor, your chest is high. Go ahead and draw that knee into the chest. And let's make some circles here. Just imagine, take your visual mind to the hip and imagine that ball and socket joint into your hip. And you want to create all kinds of range there, all kinds of movement within 360 degrees. Knee into the chest. Let's drop that foot on the outside. Again, sitting nice and tall, aligning your hips. Opposite hand to the knee, hand behind you, lift your heart. Draw the knee into your chest as you twist your outer body to the left, your inner body twist to the right. That's a way to activate your rectus muscles, your whole inner core. Come back to center. Let's go ahead and sit in Baddha Konasana. We're going to grab our soles of our feet together. Go ahead and grab your toes, sink your hips. Let your knees just fall soft. Breath in and lift. Exhale, chin toward the toes. I love hearing the chickens. Breath in and lift. Exhale and fold. Let's get a little strength in our inner thighs here. So take your hands just to your knees. Try to press your knees down and try to press your knees into your hands. So there's again that muscular energy that we're creating. We're creating that friction. So you should feel some heat on your inner thighs. You should feel some heat in your core as well. Pressing your knees into the earth, lifting your heart. And relax. Let's do it again. Knees press to the earth, knees press into the hands. Hands press knees into the earth, knees press into the hands. And let it go. Okay, grab the bottom of your knees there and press your knees to the floor as your hands are trying to lift your knees up. So you should feel the outer thighs starting to activate. You should feel your glute starting to activate. And your core as well. So get a little bit of strength in there. Okay, a lot of strength. Keep pressing your knees to the floor and your hands are lifting your knees up. You might even feel a little bit of extra strength in your biceps. And then let it sink. One more breath in. Let's exhale and fold. And come back to center. All right, I'm gonna grab a drink of water. Let's find table. Make sure I'm in the mat here. So hands are pressed right below the shoulders, core is lifted, fingertips are spread nice and wide, knees right below the hips. Let's just rock for a minute, taking the tops of the feet to the mat. Let your head hang. Take all that stress out of your neck. Fingertips to the side. We'll do some cat-cows here. So from a nice straight spine, let's soften our middle, lift our shoulders, lift our hips, lift our head, take that big gulp of air in. Exhale, make a nice C curve by dropping your tailbone, dropping the crown of your head. Breath in, and breath out. 2 more here. We're gonna come forward here. If you have a block at home, grab that. I've got a bucket. So let's come up on our knees. Let the tops of your feet come forward. Take a breath in and lift. Exhale, chest lift, back bend. Inhale and lift. Exhale, chest lift, back bend. Gonna take our right hand to the block or the bucket. Left foot goes long. Go ahead and send your toes up. Take a breath in and lift. We're gonna cartwheel over to the side there. Right hand drops, left arm goes over. Nice stretch of that side rib. Breath in and lift. Let's cartwheel all the way over. Get a nice stretch on the other side. And cartwheel. And cartwheel. Let's go ahead and take our hands to the mat. Just move your bucket or your block. You're gonna keep your knee on the mat. Take your right foot behind you so you have a nice strong base. Let's go ahead and send that nice long diagonal from your fingertips all the way down to your foot. And let it arch. Just let your whole body arch. Using your core to lift your upper body, lift that leg as well. And drop it down. And lift. Taking it easy here today. This is a Mindful Monday. So we're just taking it nice and slow, warming up our whole body to start our week. Filling your lungs. Go ahead and draw your knee in. Let's bring our knee to our chest and take it out. And knee in and out. 2 more. Knee in, knee out, knee in, knee out. There it is. And drop it back down. Let's come to the other side. I promised you I'd try to keep it about 20 minutes, so hang in there with me. Take it nice and long. Toes come up. Take a breath in and lift. Exhale, engage your hips. Send them forward. And come forward. Left hand to the block or the bucket. Take that right leg nice and long. Curl your toes in. Knee is right under the hip there. Take a breath in and send it nice and long. Using your core to lift. Cartwheel over. And cartwheel. And one more. and take that bucket away, or the block away, or the book away, whatever that might be. Press your left hand to the mat. Create that nice base there. Send your right arm long. We're just getting a little deeper this way. Go ahead and let your head hang. Open up that right side body. Draw your hips forward. And as we lift, can you lift your leg up and come over and lift and over and lift and over. One more, nice and long. Let's go ahead and take our hand to our hip. Draw that right knee forward, right leg back. Right knee forward, right knee back. Feeling it in your glute there, trying to support your base. Oh yeah. And last one, drop it down. Let's go ahead and find table again. Let's do a wide-legged child. Spread your knees nice and wide. Send your hips to your heels. And breathe. Just breathe. Take that deep breath in. Feel your side ribs, feel your front ribs, feel your back ribs. Just fill them all, so those lungs expand, and take that nice, beautiful breath. We can social distance, but let's get outside. It's almost 20 minutes. I'm going to keep this first video short. I appreciate any of your comments. To close here, I want to remind you, it's Mindful Monday, and I usually close with a poem. There's so much going on out in the world. Stay grounded. Find something you love and stay grounded. One of my favorite songwriters is critically ill right now. You probably all have heard. John Prine is in the hospital, and I went to him for words of inspiration, and he is just the best poet. And I'm going to leave you with a verse from one of his songs. You know, old trees just grow stronger. Old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there. So I'm saying hello to you, and why don't you all say hello to somebody that you haven't seen in a while? Just call them up, say hello. Namaste. Thanks.